Leaked specs for the Ryzen 9 9950X3D are turning heads, and the RX 9070 XT benchmarks are equally impressive. But that's not all, as AMD's Ryzen Strix Halo CPU featuring incredibly powerful integrated graphics has reportedly outperformed the RTX 4060. On the flip side, new studies reveal that AMD's software struggles leave Nvidia virtually unchallenged in the AI space. And to top it all off, reports suggest AMD and Nvidia are now shipping their next-gen GPUs from China to US warehouses before Donald Trump takes office on January 20th. Stick around so you don't miss a second of this action-packed update. Welcome back to LA Electronics, your ultimate destination for the latest and greatest in PC tech news and leaks, especially when it comes to GPUs and CPUs. If you're serious about staying ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you're always in the loop. Also, be sure to follow me on X so you can stay up to date on everything that's going on with the channel. In today's video, we're diving into some jaw-dropping leaks, including the Ryzen 9 9950X3D specs, RX 9070 XT benchmarks, and the Ryzen Strix Halo CPU that's making waves for beating the RTX 4060 with its integrated graphics. But that's just the beginning, because we'll also uncover why AMD's software struggles are leaving Nvidia unchallenged in the AI race, and explore the surprising reasons behind AMD and Nvidia shipping their next-gen GPUs from China to US warehouses before Trump takes office as president of the USA. There's a ton to uncover, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. AMD's upcoming Ryzen 9 9950X3D CPU has made headlines after recent leaks revealed its specs on CPU Z. This powerhouse processor will feature the same clock speeds as its non-X3D counterpart, but gains a massive boost with AMD's in-house 3D V-Cache technology. With 16 Zen 5 cores, 32 threads, and clock speeds reaching up to 5.65 GHz in its engineering sample form, the Ryzen 9 9950X3D is shaping up to be a game changer. Despite retaining a 170-watt TDP, it packs a whopping 128 megabytes of L3 cache, which is an additional 64 megabytes over the Ryzen 9 9950X. This beast features 2 core complex dies or CCDs, with each housing 8 cores and 32 megabytes of dedicated L3 cache, combining for 64 megabytes. One CCD, however, adds another 64 megabytes of L3 cache underneath, totaling that 128 megabytes of L3 cache and 144 megabytes when combined with the L2 cache. Unlike previous X3D processors, AMD's new design places the L3 cache chiplet beneath the CCD, ensuring direct contact with the IHS for improved cooling. This innovative design maintains high clock speeds while unlocking overclocking potential for the Ryzen 9 9950X3D. Set to debut at CES 2025 in just 2 weeks, this CPU promises to be a performance juggernaut. What are your thoughts on the leaked specs of the Ryzen 9 9950X3D? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't go anywhere as we'll dive into the leaked benchmarks for the RX 9070 XT and the Ryzen Strix Halo CPU, whose integrated graphics are outperforming the RTX 4060. Plus, we'll uncover why AMD's software is leading Nvidia unchallenged in AI, and uncover the real reason behind AMD and Nvidia shipping next-gen GPUs to the US warehouses before January 20th. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss a second of it. If you're loving the content and want to help keep it coming, consider buying me a coffee. Your support fuels each video, whether it's the latest tech news, detailed repair guides, or honest reviews. Every coffee you buy goes right back into the channel, helping me upgrade gear, improve the setup, and stay energized to bring you the best in PC tech news and leaks. Whether it's one coffee or a few, each $5 brew makes a huge difference, and I can't thank you enough for keeping this channel going strong. Your support truly means everything to me. A recent leak has revealed the 3D Mark Time spy test results for AMD's upcoming RX 9070 XT GPU, and the numbers have sparked plenty of discussion. The leaker All the Watts shared a screenshot showing the RX 9070 XT scoring 22,894 points in the graphics test. While that's reasonable, it's only 2% faster than the RX 7900 GRE, and it still lags 17% behind the RX 7900 XT. Of course, synthetic benchmarks like these don't always translate directly to gaming performance, but based on this leak, the RX 9070 XT doesn't seem poised to compete with upper mid-range GPUs like the RX 7900 XT or Nvidia's RTX 4070 Ti. If the RX 9070 XT's performance performance matches the RX 7900 GRE, AMD will need to price it aggressively to remain competitive. Many speculate a $500 price point might make sense to offer better value against Nvidia's RTX 4070 lineup, which is already dominating the market thanks to its excellent ray tracing capabilities. However, the RX 9070 XT is rumored to bring significantly improved ray tracing performance over AMD's current RX 7000 series, but I don't think AMD's ray tracing is going to catch up to Nvidia anytime soon. AMD is expected to unveil the RX 9070 XT at CES 2025, so we won't have to wait long to see what it truly delivers. What do you think about these leaked benchmarks? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to share your thoughts on the Ryzen 9 9950X3D's leaked specs. Stick around as next we'll dive into the Ryzen Strix Halo CPU with integrated graphics that beat the RTX 4060, AMD's software struggles in AI, and why AMD and Nvidia are shipping their next-gen GPUs to the US warehouses before January 20th, and you don't want to miss any of it. A new leak has revealed the Ryzen Strix Halo CPU with a jaw-droppingly powerful integrated Radeon GPU that just managed to outperform Nvidia's GeForce RTX 4060 in benchmarks. Yes, you heard that right. An integrated GPU just outperformed a dedicated graphics card. This Strix Halo CPU features a Radeon RX 8060S GPU that's setting a new standard for integrated graphics performance. According to trusted leaker All the Watts on X, the benchmark results pulled from 3D Mark Time Spy show the RX 8060S scoring an impressive 12,516 points. For comparison, the RTX 4060 averages 10,620 points in the same test, and even the RTX 4060 Ti averages just slightly higher at 13,507. This means AMD's integrated RX 8060S is competing at levels we've never thought possible for an iGPU, delivering raw shader power that makes even dedicated GPUs like the RTX 4060 seem slow. Of course, Time Spy is an older benchmark that doesn't support modern features like ray tracing, so the RX 8060S will likely fall short in that area, but still, the fact that AMD's integrated graphics can handle high-performance gaming tasks without a dedicated GPU is groundbreaking. It's no wonder why rumors suggest Strix Halo CPUs are designed for the future of high-end gaming laptops. This game-changing Strix Halo CPU is expected to debut at CES 2025 in just a couple of weeks. What are your thoughts on the RX 8060S outperforming the RTX 4060? Let me know in the comments. Stick around because next we'll dive into AMD software leaving Nvidia unchallenged in AI and why both companies are now shipping their next-gen GPUs to US warehouses before Donald Trump takes office. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Semi-Analysis founder Dylan Patel recently met with AMD CEO Lisa Su for a revealing 90-minute discussion about AMD software challenges. According to Patel, Su openly acknowledged the gaps in AMD's software stack and appeared committed to addressing them, taking the team's recommendations seriously. Patel noted that AMD is already working on many improvements, but there's still a long road ahead. A 5-month investigation by Semi-Analysis uncovered that AMD's MI300X AI chips are being held back by major software problems, leaving Nvidia's dominance in the AI market unchallenged. The findings reveal that AMD software is riddled with bugs that make training AI models nearly impossible without significant debugging. While AMD struggles with quality assurance and usability, Nvidia continues to pull ahead by rolling out new features like performance updates and robust libraries. While AMD systems boast lower total ownership costs due to cheaper pricing and Ethernet networks, Semi-Analysis dismissed these advantages as superficial. They said AMD specs are like comparing cameras by merely examining megapixel count, arguing that real-world performance is what truly matters. Semi-Analysis had to collaborate with AMD engineers just to fix numerous bugs just to obtain usable benchmark results. Meanwhile, Nvidia systems work seamlessly right out of the box. Patel described AMD's user experience as difficult to work with, requiring significant effort to reach a functional state. One particularly striking detail revealed that TensorWave, AMD's largest GPU cloud provider, had to grant AMD engineers free access to their GPUs, which is the same hardware that TensorWave had already purchased from AMD, just so they can address these software shortcomings. Semi-Analysis recommended drastic changes, urging Lisa Su to invest heavily in software development and testing. Their advice including allocating thousands of MI300X chips for automated testing, which mirrors Nvidia's approach. Without these improvements, they warned AMD risks falling even further behind as Nvidia gears up to release its next generation Blackwell chips. Despite reports of hiccups in Nvidia's NVIDIA's rollout. What are your thoughts on Semi-Analysis's findings? Do you think AMD can close the software gap and finally challenge NVIDIA and AI? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to share your opinions on the leaked benchmarks for the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D, the RX 9070 XT, and the Strix Halo CPU with its shockingly powerful integrated graphics that beat the RTX 4060. Stick around because next we'll dive into why AMD and Nvidia are now shipping their next-gen GPUs to the US before Trump takes office on January 20th, and you won't want to miss it. AMD and Nvidia are reportedly scrambling to ship their next-gen GPUs from China to US warehouses ahead of incoming tariff increases from the USA. With President Trump set to take office on January 20th, 2025, his administration's new tariffs could significantly impact pricing. Both companies are expected to unveil their highly anticipated gaming GPUs and CPUs at CES 2025 just weeks before the tariffs kick in. According to a report from CTEE, supply chain partners have revealed that AMD and Nvidia have instructed their manufacturers in mainland China to expedite shipments of custom AIB cards to US warehouses before the January 20th deadline. The rush to beat the unclear tariff implementation schedule underscores the potential cost impact on customers if the new tariffs are enforced. This proactive move aims to mitigate potential price hikes and ensure adequate supply for the US market before those tariff changes take effect. What are your thoughts on AMD and Nvidia's race to get ahead of the tariffs? Do you think it will help consumers avoid price increases, or is it just a temporary fix? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts on the leaked benchmarks for the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D, the RX 9070 XT, and the Strix Halo CPU with its shockingly powerful integrated graphics that outperform the RTX 4060. Plus, let me know what you think about AMD's software challenges leaving Nvidia unchallenged in the AI market. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you're curious about AMD dominating Intel in total CPU sales, the Ryzen 9800X 3D's wasted silicon, and much more, click the card in the top right corner to check out my in-depth breakdown where I talk about all of it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.